Right, boys, so it's like 2:30 right now, and I'm aware that I didn't film literally anything else in the day, so this is the first thing that you're seeing. However, it's been a really weird day. So like, I had my first lesson like 10:45, came back home, just had, a bit of a lunch, and was ready to head back out. But I literally just got to school like 10 minutes ago, and the fucking teacher isn't even there. Apparently he did send an email, so like with all the classwork, but boy, could I not be arsed. So just because like I'm kind of close to town, I'm just gonna head off to town right now and head into the Starbucks. I'm already quite full, so I can last out for the rest of the day, come back home for dinner. But yeah, I'm just gonna head out into town, get some work done. Right, boys, so it is like 6:30 right now. Starbucks just closing up. Pretty much got in a solid amount of outreach. How many messages I got? Out 5, I think, or 6. And also I got a reply with a guy saying that he does want the loom, at least I'm pretty sure. The thing is that each time when I send these messages and I get a reply, I'm low-key implying that I already got the video set up for them, right? So if they reply saying yes and I can't send it to them straight away, then it's kind of odd, right? So I don't reply straight away, but guys sent me a whole fucking voice note, so yep, probably gonna have to film a loom tomorrow. I actually only did 6 outreaches. It's because I realized fuck, I'm so behind on all the assignments for 6th form, so yeah. So I had to fully fucking cook on some ChatGPT shit for the homework and the assignments bullshit. That took me a fucking while. Even with using, ChatGPT, you need to still make sure that it sounds human and whatnot. But yeah, just was slacking on a lot of the assignments, of course. And honestly, yes, I was thinking that I couldn't be asked with assignments, but the teachers aren't as chill as I wish they would be, to be honest. I don't know what it is, boys, but I can just see myself doing the same shit like I am right now, out here, fairly dark, almost pitch black, on a random ass night, just out in town working in a different environment apart from my house, because in all honesty, I don't really want to be in my house. It's just not the best of environments in terms of, people randomly coming in my room and shit. Just doing the same shit like this, right? But being in a completely different position. Fucking having some sick ass Porsche, just parked up in one of these spots. Just out here and chilling, enjoying my own presence. I can just see it, bro. I can just see it, man. Having my car parked up there and just fucking reminiscing about life. I can see that shit ahead of me. And I can just, I don't know, I just visualize this shit so much. Every single fucking day, I know that's probably what everyone else fucking says, to be honest, but yeah, I don't know. I just want to share that because y'all already know it's finna happen, man. Some people say this kind of shit but don't act on it. I visualize this and I can just see, bro, I'm definitely in that kind of direction now of, making that shit happen. Because boys, in all honesty, I see myself fucking being 17 and, still being stuck in Bury, whatever trenches I'm in, a trenchy little town like this, and still making some kind of money, boys, you know what I mean? And I'm meaning decent money, I can see that shit, ahead of me. So I got, almost a 2 whole fucking years. If I wouldn't make it happen, boys, in minimum 2 years, I I can take that label, bro, of being a fucking loser, man, because I know I can do that shit, bro. Less than 2 years before I turn 18, I'm gonna make something actually out of myself, boys. Like, I will. Honestly, I might have to do this more often. It's hella peaceful to be out here. Still, while it's like not too cold, like I'm in just a jacket, an unbuttoned shirt, and I'm like chilling out here, to be honest. You know, beginning of October, still chill. And yeah, I mean, I should do this more often because I feel like it's just like good for my soul, man. Like, I can get more shit done rather than fucking, you know, coming back from school into my room and just fucking rot sometimes. Like, just staying out makes me feel like I'm more active, more actually like doing shit with my life. So, because I won't lie, staying in that room, that small little apartment, I mean, you can see how that probably affects me. So yeah, I was sort of like coming out more like this. This is fire as hell. I just feel like super calm, super in my zone. Gonna have to switch up locations. I can't keep on going back to Starbucks because I still get comfortable. I'm still like fucking like scrolling while working, which just doesn't work. I need to be less comfortable, go to a new location that just has Wi-Fi, right? Yeah, it's proper chill being out here. Here's the sixth film I go to. Yeah, just gonna get back home now. Chill, but yeah, I don't know. Had a couple of things to say. Because I don't know, yeah, just being out here like this, like hella chill vibes. It's just the kind of stuff I envision, but like being with my 911 Turbo S at the same time, right? So that's why it's like, you know, got me into that kind of thinking. It's like, you know, chill vibes out here, feeling hella at peace. You know, I'm gonna be in this position, pretty similar position, and doing this kind of thing, just like with a fucking 911 Turbo S parked in a little, you know, parking area. Ugh. But in all honesty, boys, when I start making more money, I just want you to know, I'm really thinking like this, and I kind of like realize this. I'm not gonna be that much of a different person. I'm really not. Because at the end of the day, like I said, it's a week. It can happen in a week. Person responds, I send them a loom, we hop on a call, I close them, start running it the fuck up. Like, have I changed as a person after, you know, running it up and like making them bang? I wouldn't really say so, to be honest. And I know I'm not even really the guy to be saying shit like this, because I'm not even in that place yet. I'm still fairly broke. You know, just making bits of monies from the smaller service jobs. But I just want to say that, like, literally right now, you know, before it gets to that point, it's like, the only difference is that I've learned skills and I've just fucking gone at it and grinded. And maybe my brain is just wired a bit differently to some of y'all watching or whatever, but at the end of the day, I'm just a fucking human being. And you know what I mean? So, you know, when I make some shit happen and I get, you know, a sick car, I get that 911 Turbo S that I know that I will get, boys, like, don't think that I'm any different from what I am like right now. All that happens, all that will happen, is that my grind will just pay off. What's the difference from that? And that's just gonna happen sooner or later. You know what I mean? So like, that's it. That's just it at the end of the day, boys. Like, you grind, and the grind just pays off eventually. Probably just yapping at this point. Probably just dopamine talking. Giving myself a whole bunch of dopamine feeling. Making myself feel like I'm in that position to give that kind of advice. But I just want to say that because at the end of the day, the grind obviously just eventually pays off. But do I really change as a person? Not really. All I fucking did was grind, and yeah, not a different person to any of you guys at all. And I'm just saying that right now so that when I do get that fucking 911 Turbo S, you guys can look back on this video and go like, holy shit, you know, this guy's an actual real guy. And I mean, that's kind of it, right? You know, speaking the truth and the truth only. Because yeah, that's what it is, boys.